Well, it is really a blessing and really an honor to be with all of you. I'm learning so much all the time. And thank you so much, Brian, for giving me this opportunity to be with you here, and Medhat for connecting us and being both of you in my life.
Not Medhat so much, but me.
But you especially.
Me also
Mostly.
a little bit. I helped also.
Maybe the Egyptian background. So, two questions really made me start thinking a few years ago when I was going through the darkest night of the soul, as they say. What if my setback was a setup for success? And the other question, what if my deep loss was essential for my legacy? And these questions sounded so odd at the time, but they lingered. And they came at a time when I was desperate, looking for inspiration, because I was going through some painful times where 20 years ago, I was detained, incarcerated for a night. And it was because I was going through a big, deep divorce that I won, but as retaliation came, my son had to be taken away at 5 years old. And so I refused to hand in passports. Incarceration was kind of the law where I was at the time. But when I stepped out, I returned back home, and it was there that I was without a job, without a family, back in my room with my parents, looking for what to do next. And what happened? How did I end up there? But through those deep months of introspection, getting on my feet, my father came and said, "Your name in the Coptic Egyptian means peace. Irene means peace. Peace needs to stay in your heart." But I knew that peace needed power and needed prosperity so that it actually could bring impact. And it was during that time I was reading a lot, trying to figure out, how do I get up? And one of Brian's books, Psychology of Achievement, came my way. And a lot of it had to do with, how do I look at success and focus? And a quote that Brian had said, "The key to success is to focus our conscious mind on things we desire, not things we fear." And that flipped a switch, because for so long, I've been focusing on the fear and how it had controlled a lot of what I was trying to do. And so here I am. My name is Irene Riad, founder of Site Set, a coaching executive transformation company. We help leaders, teams, and organizations use their setback to live their legacy through their work. Personally, I'm an ICF and EMCC executive coach, and I specialize in trauma recovery and the psychology of success. And as we come to a close, I'd like to thank Brian for being a key inspiration to switching my perception on life. And in my book that's coming up, Q1 2025, Radical Becoming, I talk about the 7 dimensions I've incorporated in changing who I am as a person, in living the success with peace, power, and prosperity. And I'd love to give the same back to leaders. Thank you very much.
Whoa. You know, Eileen, there's a saying out west that says, "It ain't bragging if you done it." And Eileen has done it. She has been through the dark night of the soul. She's been to the bottom and come back up again. And so what she has to teach is extremely valuable. Just like each of you have a story, and it's your story that becomes your springboard. And it's what you learned from your experiences that can really help other people. Because the question is, do you spend your whole life learning these lessons, or can you learn them earlier, quicker, faster from people who have already paid the price to learn them? And Irene has paid the price. Now you said, and I was curious, you said you were incarcerated for a period of time?
For a night.
How long?
One night.
One night. Oh, that's good.
That's enough.
That's good. I thought it was longer.
No, one night.
But
yeah, it seemed quite long.
But see, yeah. But that's it's sort of like enough to give you a shake and
Enough to a kick in the back and a shifting gears to figure out what happened.
well, thank you. So Eileen has an enormous amount to offer, and one of the things I wanted to tell you, you have your book coming out. There's a special way to sign your book. When somebody asks for you to autograph the book, people don't realize this, but the way to do it is, first of all, write the date. This is what makes the book valuable. If you do what I'm going to tell you, people will keep that book for the rest of their life, and they'll hand it down to their heirs. If you don't, people will throw it away the next time they move. So first of all, you put in the date. Second, you put the name of the person, and be sure to ask, is this the correct spelling? And write in the name. Then you write a nice statement, say, you can do it, or there are no limits, or never give up, or one of your favorite little motivational little quotes, and then sign your name. So that's the key, the date, then the name, then the little quote, and then your signature. That makes that book a treasure. That book will have value in passing. That book will be in used bookstores and will be sold as a premium book. So remember that when you sign it. Most people just scribble their name, and that book will just be lost. Okay, and so when your new book comes out, of course,
Yeah.
our book,
Our book.
is the same thing. So be sure to sign it properly so that you create value in the book, and people will keep it forever. So
Thank you.
Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ryan.
Irene. Thank you, Irene. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.